Alright, today I'm going to do a tutorial on Bleak Falls Barrow in Skyrim. Um, so, I apologize, it's going to take a little while because I'm going to be sneaking pretty much the entire time. This is my newest character, so let me just take this bitch on the right out. And bye. Ooh, nice shot. Can't complain about that. So let's see, I'm going to go pick up that crap. Also, I'm using fraps, and I'm just chaining the videos together, and you'll see little tiny pauses periodically as a result. So if anybody knows a good system to use other than fraps that is free or like less than 20 bucks, preferably, I would appreciate it. So yeah, just let me know. Um, all my skills are low because I just started, but I am playing this on easy. Now I don't usually play on easy, but this isn't look how good I am on hardcore video. This is just, check out Bleak Falls Barrow. It's pretty simple. It's a very self-explanatory dungeon. I chose to do it first primarily because I figured this is only my second tutorial style video. The first was much simpler. It was just mostly to test my new video editing system. So I figured this would be the next easy thing, and I'm even considering doing maybe not all, but several dungeons from the game Skyrim. And obviously I know it's been out a long time, so most people have already played through and beaten it, but you never know, maybe somebody picks it up for the first time and stumbles across my video and likes it. So and I know my way around pretty well, so you'll see that I'll pull my arrows out sometimes well before the danger arrives. I am the danger. I always forget this one. It's because it shows you the pattern, which is snake, and then it's broken there in the middle, and whale. I never remember if it's snake, whale, whale, or snake, snake, whale, and you'll see me make the mistake the first time around here, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I didn't do it right, so I'm gonna get shot with some darts. Well, it looks like only one hit me though, so that's nice. So I'll just change it over to snake, snake, whale, and we should be good to go. Punch through the next portion of the dungeon. Can take me some gold. Alright, let's see here. Also going to be locked. I like getting the experience for picking a good lock. Oh, there we go. I'll take that. I forgot that was there. Alright, see, there was one of those pauses right there. If you notice the text in the upper left corner, it's getting pissed off because I keep pressing F9. You notice that kind of popped up out of nowhere, but that's because it was already there. I just had the video stopped. And it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to distribute this perk for the time being. Now, I could put it in something else like sneak, and eventually I will, but I like to put as many in archery as I can early, so I get the slowed time zoom, which I already have the zoom, and it slows the first tick of the perk. So I'm going to get that second one. I hate these damn skeevers. A real pain in the butt. I can't believe I got that one with that shot. It looked like he was up too high. Of course, the second one didn't work out so well, so screw me, huh? Alright, take my arrows back so that I can not have to replenish the store too often. I don't like spending money on arrows. It's a pain in the butt. I also figure I might do some video tutorials on cheats. I use a lot of the cheats for fun, because I've beaten the game through with multiple characters, male, female, several different races, as a mage, as a thief, as a kind of a warrior type. So sometimes I like to just have a good time. This is one of my favorite parts. If you haven't played this game, and this somehow is your first time watching, you've got to kill this big ass spider in here, and I'm gonna miss here. I thought he was gonna come down, but he stopped for longer than I expected, and he is gonna get me a little bit with his poison, stupid fucker. But you have to cut this guy down and talk to him about the golden claw that you're here to retrieve for I can't think of his name right now, the guy who runs the Riverwood Trader in Riverwood. But I'm gonna go ahead and kill him because, one, this character is gonna be a bit of a bad guy. I've got some ideas about being a serial killer, so that could be fun. I'll talk to you about him in just a minute. But Arvel will just run anyway, and then he'll die around the corner. So you know, if I'm a bad dude in this game, regardless, I may as well just kill him because he's gonna die no matter what I do, pretty much. I'm sure there's a way to save him. I mean, I don't know for a fact, but I'd imagine there is. Of course, you can always console command resurrect him, but again, this is not going to be a cheat tutorial. Also, if you're new to this, these little slots here on the left that I just pointed at and on the right will have Draugr in them, and a lot of them will look dead like those ones over there, but you see that guy there, he's got clothes on still, so he's alive. So I just shot and killed him. I know there's one around this corner. I think there's one behind me and to the right. I can't remember. But you see him, and like you can see, turn to the right here, and you can see one right there. See how he looks a little different, like the last one did? Kill him. One shot if you're fully hidden will usually do it. But my stealth is pretty low, so when they come to and start stepping out of their tombs, I'm pretty much done. I can sell that. I like those corundum ingots. You often need them for what was it called? Hearthfire, the DLC Hearthfire. There's another. I thought there was another guy back here. I guess I was wrong. Take gold, and watch out for this little button on the ground. It can be easy to miss. It looks obvious, but it can be really easy to miss if you're not careful. It'll swing that door shut on you. There's another one right there. Gonna take him out. See, already he can see me, so I do definitely need to build up my stealth, and I'll get there. It just takes some time. Those of you who've played the game know that it takes work. Unless you cheat. Again, I could be level 80 and max perks in about 2 seconds if I wanted to be, but that will be in another video, which most of you probably already know how to do anyway. So I got that one. Where's the other? Oh, there he is. Draugr. Alright. I don't always take the ingredients. I'm not much into alchemy. I've never done a lot of it in the game. Maybe I should. I'd add a new element. Ooh. Amulet of Kinnereth. I'll take that. But I just never do it, so, it is what it is. We'll just keep going. I don't know why I took everything off of him. Most of it I didn't need. Let me switch this bow out real quick so that I can have the better bow. Can't wait till I improve that sucker. Like, level up a bit more and wind up with an ebony bow or something. I like those. And ouch, that hurt. I knew it was coming. I did the video before. I'm adding the voiceover now, so not only do I know the dungeon well enough to know what's coming while I'm playing it, but I've pre-recorded this so I know what's coming specifically. I like that I'm pretty low level, and on easy I can drop almost all of these Draugr with one shot. You're done. I think there's another one right around this corner. And if you're a mage character, all that liquid oil stuff on the ground, you can cast a fireball or flames spell at, and it'll ignite all of it, so you can take out a lot of those Draugr at once without having to fire any arrows or use spells on each individual one. Excuse me. It was a bit of an early morning today, so I'm already tired at 10:30 a.m. Something wrong with me. But my wife's got the kids off buying new bikes, so this was pretty much my only good time today to do this voiceover. I'm trying to think of things I can say about Bleak Falls Barrow. Of course, I did say that I was getting the Dragon Claw to return, the Golden Dragon Claw to return to, I think it's Lucas or Lucan, maybe. My end with an N, I forget already. But you return it to him because it was his property, it was stolen. But if you continue past where you got it, you saw earlier when I took it off of Arvel after I killed him in the spider's lair, you saw that it came up and said, return Golden Claw to Lucan or Lucas or whatever it was. And that's at the Riverwood Trader. But if you keep going, since I haven't actually been to see the Jarl of Whiterun after the dragon attacks that occurred at the start of the game, or the dragon attack that occurred at the start of the game, once I see him, he'll send me to talk to his court wizard, and then they'll send me down to find a dragon stone, and it's at the end of this dungeon. That's why I didn't just leave. Plus, I usually don't anyway, because, I'm going to go explore the rest of the dungeon. Now, you can go straight the way I was just facing, but it's kind of a drop-off, and then it puts you, right in front of a Draugr, so we're going to go around this back way so that we can get him from behind. That sounded inappropriate. We can put an arrow in his back. How's that work? So this was, like I said, if anybody knows any better video program, I'd appreciate it. I've looked a bit, but can't find anything that seems very promising. This took me 53 Fraps videos, so it's 53 separate segments combined into my premiere, and yeah, so something simpler would definitely work out better for me. So, like I said, let me know. Unlike older versions of the Elder Scrolls, well, older version, if I'm being specific, I never played Arena, but Daggerfall, a lot of the dungeons would be extremely large, especially the starting dungeon. You could find yourself lost very easily, so you kind of had to keep track of what you were doing really well. Since then, though, excuse me, with Morrowind, Oblivion, and now Skyrim, the dungeons are a bit simpler. So I mean, you can make a wrong turn, but for the most part, you're pretty much just going to go on a straight course all the way to the end of your dungeon. So it's a bit easier in that respect. Of course, I hate my break lockpicks. There we go. I got this one right now. Ooh, that'll fetch some good moolah. And here we go. This is going to be a loading screen. I'll skip through it, most of it. Seems to take a little longer when I have Fraps running, so right about now I realized I stopped the video. Okay, right about there it is. It was still going. I actually stopped the video and then started it again. You notice the text in the upper left corner again. That's when I start a new video. So now we're at on the last leg of this dungeon. I went through that door that was, required a loading screen to bring me to an entirely new section of the map. And now you notice the arrow doesn't have the little door indicator box around it. So wherever I'm going is at the end of this section. It's not going to be. Ooh, that was Jack. Wish I had time to rest up and heal myself, but here he goes. Some nasty Draugr. Those little things dangling from, like jugs of swords dangling from ropes, I believe you can knock those down with your arrows, and it'll land on more of that oil stuff. It'll light that whole area on fire. So you could maybe fire an arrow or two at the ground and then lure those last few down and bust them. But I never do that. And this is a pretty cool shot right between the slits there. I got him. Proud of that one. I never do that, even though you can do that. You can knock those down and not waste any mana if you're a mage character. I don't always do it the way I start out to, but when I play a character, I kind of role play it. And generally, and I don't know why I'm going that way. There's no reason to go that way. I know it's left, but for some reason I thought, what the hell's down here? But anyway, like if I'll start a character and decide it's going to be a bit of a ranger or a thief, kind of a bad guy, I'll stealth around with a bow and arrow. But if I start a warrior character who's supposed to be good, I'll still almost always wind up with a bow and arrow and in stealth. So that's kind of my favorite way to play. I find it a lot of fun. This door's going to open us up, and there's nothing bad in here, so I'm going to jump out of stealth and run. But this is where you need the dragon claw. You have to go into your inventory and check the symbols on the bottom of the claw, then arrange the corresponding symbols on that door in accordance. So there's a bear, a dragonfly looking thing, and then maybe some sort of moth in a cocoon. I don't really know what they all are in that order. So I'm going to move this one, and the next one, and the next one. Not quite in that order, though, apparently. And they all need to go one more time. You see they didn't go to the right ones. Then just click the middle, dragon claw goes in, door will come down. We'll sit here and watch it real quick. It's kind of neat looking. I like it. And we're off. We're very, very near the end at this point. And this is the end here. And nothing will jump out at you, so feel free to run through. There's going to be a dragon wall up ahead with a dragon word, a shout to learn. I forget which one it is. But you can go learn it real quick. And of course, I haven't fought a dragon in this game yet, so I can't actually unlock it. But I can still go ahead and get the word. And then as soon as I start walking this way, the boss is gonna pop out of that right there. Boom. That somehow missed. I'm not sure how I did that. And then I made a mistake there. It's Overlord. They're pretty tough, and sometimes that shout they use will knock your weapon. I don't know which one he uses, but some of them will shout the weapons out of your hands, so you've got to be ready for that. Again, I don't think he does that specifically, but it can be a real pain. So take this gold, some of these arrows back. That'll fetch a really nice price, I think. Pretty much take everything. Be worth it. You just sell it off when you get back to the Riverwood Trader anyway. And that's basically it. So it's kind of cool. I like that they did this in Skyrim. I can't remember if they did this in previous versions of the game, but I know they did it in Daggerfall. But I beat the boss, and then there's a tunnel that leads behind him, a little lever, and then the wall opens up, and it'll open up right back where I came from. And it'll lead me right out of Bleak Falls Barrow. I should have showed the beginning part, but I didn't, so sorry. When you show up, there's a bunch of things to fight, so let me save my game, and that's it. Thanks for watching.